today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And now let's see how the young rookie bounces back. First drive and interception. How will he handle it?
And I think this is where your leaders step up for you, right? Your veteran guys put a big arm around him. All right, guy, had one. Don't worry about it. Let's get out there and let's roll. And I'm also eager to see what the offensive coordinator is going to do. How much confidence does he have in him? Does he go safe now, or does he continue to run the full game plan?
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up. The ball comes out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives you...
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Back to throw again. Steps away to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Singletary loses it, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Saunders. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen going to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. On one hand, the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see do they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Out to his left. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
They'll look to throw again. Rolling to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And a quick throw here that's complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's complete to Davis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Rolling to his left. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Julian Love picks it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On 2nd and 7, Allen throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Bills! That's caught. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Elliott on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Ravens still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they trail the visiting Denver Broncos in that one. Andy Isabella, up close to 100-yard receiving there. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Jalen Reagor, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll set up a throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but two Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Yeah, you're talking about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Looking to throw. Steps away. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with the
touchdown. It's caught at the 1. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. No return here for Wilson. To touch back, it'll come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run here with Singletary. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 30, the 20, 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. 134 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
To throw, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have broken the tie.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pettis now on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's got a pair of interceptions, his team in a hole. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down now, it's Harris. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. On first down, Saunders. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Price. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, that's into a...
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Singletary again. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue. To take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Back to throw. On the move to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 3. Out to his left. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
The extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, he finds his man, complete. That's Saunders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On play action, Allen. And it's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Allen's throw is complete, and he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Allen, a good pickup there. 8 yards. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And Davis has it over the middle. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run again with Harris. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll look to throw here. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Back to throw now on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and 4. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.